All right, what's going on, family? It's your boy Authentic. I'm here to try to shed some light on current day situations or the current age, the current world we live in. We're gonna basically be discussing the second coming of the Christ. That's gonna be the topic today. I'm gonna get right into it. Try to make this video short and quick, but I don't want to go too fast. All right, so just bear with me for about a good 10 minutes or less, and we'll try to get through all the information. All right, let's get started. The reference of 2,000 years is referring to an age, eon, time, world that we're living in. So 2,000 year period is an age. This is based on a precession of the equinox. A sign on the vernal on the a sign at the equator during a vernal equinox is going to be the age that we live in. Okay, so we're going to get into that. 2,150 years is basically an age, a time frame for an age. That's roughly. Okay. Pisces has just ended. We have transitioned into Aquarius. So the second coming of the Son of Man has already taken place. Behold, this is Luke 22:10. Behold, when you have entered the city, a man will meet you carrying a pitcher of water. Follow him into the house that he enters into. That house in that city is going to be the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign. The element of air is loaded with electrical light codes. This is telepathic communication. This is taking place with the sun. It's instilling this information into our being, into our psyche. It's etheric. The water being referred to here isn't water that we drink. The water that we know of, that we relate to on a daily basis. It's rather etheric in nature. So it's the pouring forth of knowledge. It's kind of like prana. You can think of it as prana or breath, the breath of life. So, this knowledge being poured forth is going to shake things up. So, mentally and spiritually, we're going to be shaken. We're going to be quickened. So, the people that receive this information, the people that basically adjust to it, are going to sound different to people that are still trying to live in the old and the past age of Pisces and darkness. Okay, they're going to be changed. They're going to sound different because they're going to upgrade in consciousness or vibration, and that's going to match the vibration and consciousness of the sun. Okay, um, so understanding precession and understanding the word age or the word eon or the word world is actually a sign of the zodiac, and that's going to be the age that we live in. All right, now for example, while the sign of Aries was positioned on the eastern horizon during the vernal equinox or spring season, as the sun rises in the day, at the beginning of the day, whatever sign governs that, or is located at the equator or located at the horizon during the spring season when the sun is rising is going to be the age we live in. So when Aries was there, it was the Lamb of God. All right. As we basically go through the Old Testament, we're going to notice that the sun is in Aries, and Aries is governed by Mars. Mars is the Martian or the warrior. It's the star of activity that governs Aries. So you're going to see a lot of war take place in the Old Testament. That's due to the Lamb of God or the sun being positioned there, with Moses being the representative of the age Aries. All right. As we go through that chapter, as we go through the Old Testament, we're going to get to Malachi 4:2, which is going to close out the Old Testament. Malachi 4:2 reads, "But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. Ye shall go forth and grow as calves of the stall." Basically baby cows. All right. This Aries comes after Taurus, and then Taurus goes into Aries, and obviously Aries goes into Pisces. In other words, what this is saying is those who make the proper adjustments will experience spiritual upgrade of sorts. When we're going to then proceed into Matthew 1. Matthew 1 is the 930th chapter of the Bible, which is the age that Adam was when he died. This chapter entails of 42 generations of Jesus. 42 generations is roughly 2,042 years. This is an age. This is an eon. So with Adam being the old Adam or the first Adam or the old body and first body, we're going to transition into the new, which is going to be Jesus, who's going to replace Adam. So this new body is going to be basically created by the consciousness of the Son. This is going to upgrade us. So the 42 generations or the 2004 42 years or the age or eon is now going to basically be replaced with a new one. So we had those 2042 years. We're coming up. We actually ended those, and we transitioned into the house of Aquarius. Prior to the age of Aries, the sun was in the sign of Taurus, which I already mentioned. During the spring season or the vernal equinox, Moses destroyed Taurus, the golden calf. This was written as the golden bull that he destroyed. This right here is to bring in the age of Aries, the age in which the sun was known as the Lamb of God. Aries comes after Taurus in a procession. The procession goes as such. We're going to start with Gemini, the twins, and then Taurus, the bull, then Aries, Pisces, and Aquarius, which we are in now. After Aries, the earth then transitioned into the age of Pisces, the fisher of men, because the sun is now going to take on the characteristics of a fish. Okay, this is the reason that we had Yeshua, replace Moses. Moses was killed. The age of Aries was killed. Joshua replaced him as the son of Nun. Nun is the fish. So Yeshua or Joshua replaces Aries, meaning the sign of Aries had passed and it was replaced with Pisces. All right. So that's what the killing of Moses symbolizes. Pisces, the fish, rules the feet. That's the bottom, the heel or hell. All right. And that is basically opposed or balanced by Virgo, Bethlehem, the house of bread. This is where you get the fish feeding and the bread. So the fish and bread fed 5,000. This is just symbolic of the sun's energy feeding the inhabitants of the earth fish and bread, because Virgo is the opposite of Pisces. All right. Now, real quick, we're going to go into the wilderness. We're going to go into the woman in the wilderness. As Pisces is on the eastern horizon during the sun rising in the morning, during spring, as Pisces occupies that horizon, Virgo is going to be below the horizon on the west. As Pisces precesses or ascends, Virgo is going to rise. At this time, Virgo is in the wilderness, below the equator. So we're going to read Revelations 12:6. In this manner, the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared for her by God, that should feed her there 1,203 score days. That's 1,260. Revelation 12:6. 1260, 1260. When we factor in times and times and a half, we're going to come away with 525-year period. All right. Pisces is a water sign, and it's linked to emotion. Hence, Pisces influences us to exhibit emotion, ego, be secretive, and keep things inside. This is the reason the character of Jesus spoke in parables, or cold. He was secretive, only revealing higher knowledge and mystery to those that are close to him. This is symbolic, just referring to the sun being in Pisces at this time. Those are the characteristics of Pisces. Pisces is made up of two fish swimming in opposite directions of each other. This is where you get the battle between Satan and Jesus. They're twins. So you have Satan occupying one fish and Jesus the other. Okay, and they're going in opposition of each other. This is internal strife within us as well. So as a result of us keeping this emotion inside and not revealing who our true selves are, we become easily deceived, confused, and torn between belief and idol worship, or the uplifting of other men and superstition. This right here comes between us and our true selves, or the true God that's within us. Okay, so we have to get rid of that. And that is dying. That has died with the old age, and the new age has entered. So we're going to have a different mindset, and we're going to look at those things differently based on the sun being in Aquarius. Jesus, or the sun in Pisces, precessed or died on the cross of the equator to symbolize the coming age of Aquarius, which is the son of man, ending or overthrowing the age of darkness and belief associated with the age of Pisces. So because the sun is in Aquarius, those stars are going to basically be the characteristic that causes the sun to change. So the sun is going to take on those characteristics of the stars of Aquarius. So that's what the inhabitants of the earth are going to receive, because the sun is in Aquarius during the vernal equinox. The only way the sun is able to position itself into the constellation of man, making it now the son of man, is for it to exit the sign of Pisces and reposition itself into the sign of Aquarius. The sun's exiting of the sign Pisces symbolically destroys or kills the sign of the fish. Ish, Isis, Jesus, Isus, whatever you want to call it, it replaces it with the man bearing the picture of water, which is Aquarius, the morning star, the morning sign, where the sun is rising. Okay, this sign governs blood circulation. The sign of Aquarius governs blood circulation, imagination, and it presides or governs the shin and ankles, which is above the feet, where Pisces rule. In the yearly cycle, this is where the part of spring emerges as the light overcomes the darkness of the winter season and the ice of the cold winter melts. So now what happens is we rely less on melatonin, which causes us to sleep or be unconscious, and we then switch to more serotonin production, which causes us to rise in consciousness and vibration. That this is happening to all the inhabitants of the earth at this time. We escape the bonds of the wicked system and belief, and we rely more on knowing. Okay, and we're awake. We're aware of what's going on. This phenomenon is taking place everywhere at this very moment. So awaiting its arrival is no longer the case. We have to adjust and make the proper adjustments now. All right, it's amazing. It's amazing to me. However, we must be as wise as serpents and gentle as doves, understanding that awakening certain individuals before they're ready to be awakened is not going to always yield good results. So you're going to have some turmoil. The turmoil is going to basically be where you get, they're going to be father is going to be against son, son against father, daughter against mother. This is going to be the turmoil that we're going to face in today's time, because some people have made the transition into the new age, and some people still want to exist in the old age of belief and superstition. All right, this is due to the individual's inability to grasp what's going on, and it's very confusing. But at the end of the day, we'll all make the transition. No old wine can be placed into the new. No old mindset can be placed into this new, or you're gonna be confused. It's gonna bring drama to your life, and you're gonna bring it on yourself. Okay. Basically, the new blood and new breed of people is a result of the spawns of the increase in vibrations and energy being emitted by the sun. The mainstream media has named this phenomenon global warming, but it's simply the sun's energy increasing and its output of vibration is increasing to aid humanity in increasing this consciousness. The army that's going to be with the Messiah that comes on the clouds is going to be the stars of Aquarius. So those thousands of stars in the sky are going to accompany the sun in this transition, and we'll get into that. Okay, in closing, all right, and we're going to get into it in this closing section. Aquarius, the song by Fifth Dimension, released 1969. Aquarius, 1906 to 9, has a line with these lyrics. When the moon is in the seventh house, Libra, and Jupiter aligns with Mars, peace will guide the planet, and love will steer the stars. As recent as a year ago, during the spring equinox with Aquarius, or the man occupying the equator, and the sun residing in that house, we saw Jupiter and Mars in conjunction with each other. During the spring, with the sun in Aquarius, the moon will be in Libra, the seventh house. Keep in mind that Mars is the planet of war. And Jupiter, Zeus, the god of air or electricity, aka consciousness, hence the Prince of Peace, coming with a sword to destroy the darkness of Pisces. That's who is coming. That's the darkness that is coming to destroy, which is going to elevate us in consciousness or rapture us from the lower nature, the lower mindset, to the higher. All right. The stars in Aquarius is the army that will accompany the man, or basically him coming, or you get the sun or Jesus coming on the cloud from the east. It's going to basically be the sun rising on the rising in the vernal equinox. So the sun rises from the east. The sun coming on clouds from the east with the army of the stars. Okay, and they're consisting of thousands in Aquarius. This is what the returning of Jesus on the clouds from the east means. The east is obviously where the sun rises. Right now, we're literally in the midst of a spiritual war, the war within our minds. To see this for yourself, download the Sky Map app. Open the app around 5 or 6 a.m. Point it towards the eastern horizon. You'll notice during this vernal equinox, this is the only time you're going to see it, that Aquarius is occupying the horizon. That tells you that we're in the sign or the age of Aquarius. It's here now. Let's go ahead, get right, raise our consciousness, spread the word so we can transition this earth into a better place. All right. Man is going to have to do that. We're going to have to do that. The sun is assisting us. We just have to cooperate. Have any questions, you can go ahead, just drop them in the comment section. My book, 69 pages. The link will be attached if you want. You can send me a message. I'll try to get you a hard copy. If not, you can do the electronic copy. But I break this stuff down in the book. I think I do a pretty good job. You know what I'm saying? That with that being said, that's all I have. I hope you guys take care. If you have anything, let me know. I'm here for you, man. Love, peace, happiness. Take care.